Good morning. It's Saturday, May 10th, 2025, 10 after 9 in the morning. And my two new coffees came yesterday, Pistachio Vanilla over ice and Coconut Vanilla over ice. Now, I've read the boxes, and first off, this has artificial pistachio vanilla flavor. Now, that's not a bad thing, so don't get all upset about that when you read the package. I'm just kind of easing you into this. I have heard that there are people who like this. I haven't heard anything negative about it, so let's hope that these people are right and that we all feel the same way. So you're supposed to run it as an espresso over ice, and then if you want, you can top it off with cold water or with cold milk. So I'm just going to run it over the ice. Let's see what the capsule looks like. Okay, here we go. Oh, pretty. I like it when they make a pretty capsule. I don't know, it just enhances the experience for me. And I will say this, I had to get the magnifying glass out to read that this morning. I don't know, if it had been in darker print, it would have been easier, but I guess sticking with the theme of pistachio vanilla, they had to make it white printing. Oh golly, here I am again. I don't have this plugged in. I've been unplugging it because I have my, hand blender here. And if I have them both plugged in, then the, ground fault circuit interrupter will flip and then no electricity comes because the hand blender automatically is on when you plug it in. Okay, so this is heated up. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, okay. Okay, hopefully that's it. Alrighty, this, by the way, is a Nespresso recipe glass that I got a long time ago, and I saved it for when I'm making tall drinks, and it's just perfect for this. Okay, espresso button. This, by the way, has lightly roasted Latin American Arabicas. How do I know that? I read the box. Okay. Oh, not very much, is it? Because it's espresso, and that's 1.35 ounces. Oh, I guess I've got a lot of ice in here, don't I? Well, kind of make sure it's all nice and cold. I could have done this in one of my Lungo cups. It would have been good. Okay. Oh, I can really smell that vanilla. And good morning, Judy and Sandy. Let's see. That's all the names that I see right now. It's a rainy day here in Middle Georgia. Ooh. This is tasty. Now, I have always loved vanilla. When I was a little kid and everybody else wanted chocolate, I wanted vanilla. I think part of that was because I just didn't want to be like everybody else. But, right, how many 73-year-old ladies do you see wearing stuff like this? But I like it. It makes me happy. And I learned to really appreciate vanilla over the years. So I like the vanilla in this. Okay, I'm going to get, oat milk has such a strong flavor. Now I wish I had some almond milk, but all I've got is oat milk in there. Oh, hey, Kevin. Kevin says it's weird. You think... Now, no, Kevin, I'm having the pistachio vanilla. You're saying you taste coconut in the pistachio vanilla or in the coconut vanilla flavor? You got to clarify. Okay, you know what? Instead of putting milk over it, I don't want something to cover over the delicate flavor. I'm going to put some half and half. Okay, so Kevin says, yes, in pistachio vanilla, he tastes coconut. You know, honestly, I think that sometimes coconut and vanilla can have flavors. They're sort of like kindred spirits when it comes to flavors. A little bit of coconut can taste like vanilla. I like both of them, and I like both flavors for the same reason. Unfortunately, I'm unable to verbalize what that reason is, but okay, let's go on with this. Okay, oh, it's so pretty. Yes. It's what I remember when my mother used to get iced coffee when I was a little kid. How beautiful it looked when she poured the cream in. Okay, we'll try this. So this is what I'm wanting. Okay, wait. I'll put that away for a second. I need to try this over several days, just like I always tell you, because this is, you know, an unusual taste, the pistachio vanilla. And what I was wondering was if it's the fact that it's over ice, and I wonder if I were to make another coffee over ice, would it be the same? I mean, obviously it wouldn't taste the same, but would it have the same, oh, this is interesting, you know, kind of effect on me? Should I make a cup of something else with ice? You know, I've got another recipe glass. By the way, I have finally cleaned off my kitchen counters, more or less. I'll show you. Okay, see that? Well, yeah, I got dishes in the sink. Okay? So I have the things that I need, the useful things. Let me see if I can get this down from here. Oh, I think I can. All right, there we go. Okay, so I can make some other coffee, okay? Let me go over to the freezer here, and I will get some ice. I had about 4 ice cubes, so I've got that here. Alrighty. Now I need to get an espresso, some kind of espresso. So Judy is saying, I think you've talked me into buying an espresso machine. You know, really, it is fun. It's so much fun to have all these different flavors. And gosh, okay, look here. So there's so many different flavors, and I don't have half of them here. And it's just so much fun to always be trying them. So yeah, I put my coffee cups here. I did find 2 Lungo cups on Amazon, so those should be coming soon. And hopefully they're going to work out. All right, so you know what? No, I don't want a Lungo. I want an espresso. That's on the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and have this Inspirazione. There we go. Inspirazione Venezia. Is that what I'm having? Yeah. Okay. And it's an espresso. I'm going to have it over ice. And, you know, I could always I will add a half and half to it. I'm running low on water here, but There's definitely enough for espresso. Okay. Definite vanilla aroma. I like that. Okay. Espresso. I like it too that at least the machine that I use, the Pixie original line machine, is very compact. Of course, they make a Vertuo, that's the bigger capsules, a Vertuo machine that's also compact. But as you've heard me say, I really, really prefer the taste of the capsules that come in the original line. So can you see? It's red lights now, so it's telling me that I need to go ahead and add some more water. And I'll show you here. You can see there's only a little bit of water left. Okay, so I give this a taste. Okay. Okay, no vanilla aroma. A nice coffee aroma. Let me put a creamer in. That's good. I like almost all of these Nespresso coffees. I really do. You know, I would recommend that if you have a Nespresso boutique near you, that you would go there and try a few coffees. And if you're not sure, go back a few days later and do it again, okay? Because you just can't always tell the first time. The first time, it's like a surprise to your taste buds and your olfactory nerve, whatever, in your nose, your smelling cells. Okay. This is good. Okay, back to the pistachio vanilla. All right. I can definitely taste the vanilla in here, even after having had a sip of this, and with the half and half sort of keeping some of this flavor on my tongue, but I can still tell the difference. I think, now this is just my first try, I'm gonna have to try it over several days. To me, when I bring the glass up to my face to get ready to take a drink, that vanilla aroma comes up, and it just totally influences the experience for me. I wonder, you know, I do feel like, I'm not sure what the pistachio is supposed to taste like, but I'm thinking, I've always loved pistachio nuts from when I was a little kid. In the 1950s, they used to sell pistachio nuts, in a box that was like, okay, not this part. It was like this big, but a little bit longer, okay? Just this section, but a little longer, and maybe like that thick for 5 cents. And it was full of pistachio nuts. I don't know, how many nuts would there have been in there? Oh, 10, 12 maybe. And they would be dyed, the shells would be dyed red. And you'd have to crack the shells off. Usually there'd be a little bit of an opening so you get your fingernails in there, or sometimes you'd have to crack it with your teeth. Every once in a while, one would be completely closed. That was irritating because you'd crack it with your teeth, and hopefully it would crack into 2 halves and not make, you know, smaller pieces that then you just have to spit it out, because who wants to chew up shell, right? Anyhow, I remember, even from back then, there is a little bit of a slight, I don't know, for lack of a better word, a very slight bitterness or not nutty flavor in pistachios. But it's pistachio. It's just that, I don't know, it's different than the reason I just like nuts in general. I guess that's what makes it pistachio. It's like a little twist. And I feel like I am getting that in this. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, this is kind of nice. I do like this. Now, am I going to buy more sleeves of it? I doubt it, because, you know, like I said, I always like trying different things. And honestly, I was going to say before, so there's so many different Nespresso flavors, even with the ones that I have, which are less than half of what they offer, maybe a third of what they offer for the original line. If I have whatever I have this week, what I have next week, you know, if I try different ones, be completely different. And the third week, completely different. And the fourth week, probably completely different. And then when I go back to trying the first week ones again, it's like they're brand new. You know, I remember some flavors very well, but only in the sense that, like Napoli, if I have Napoli today and I have Napoli a month from now, well, I don't remember in the intervening month what it tastes like, but when I have it the second time, the next month, it's like my taste buds go, oh yeah, I definitely remember this. Anyhow, you know, no vanilla aroma in the Vienna Lungo, Espresso Venezia. Okay, we're in Venice, Italy, not Vienna, Austria. Okay. Still a very nice coffee aroma. But yeah, totally different. Okay, one last test. I wonder if I block my nose so I'm not smelling the vanilla, if it'll be the same. You know how when you have a cold, you have a stuffy nose and things don't taste the same? It's because your ability to detect odors also links up with your ability to taste. Okay. Okay, you know what? I don't feel like it was that good. Although before I before I even drank it, I could sense the vanilla on my taste buds. Just, you know, from the aromatic, gases or something that come up out of it, the little flavor molecules that escape into the air, the volatile essential oils, I don't know. Anyhow, so yeah, this is nice, and I think it'd be really nice on if you're gonna maybe have coffee outside on a hot morning and you want an iced drink, or later in the day. Okay, I've gone on long enough here, haven't I? So, okay, if you try the new Nespresso Pistachio Vanilla, let me know what you think, and how did you prepare it? Because that matters too. You know, I'm wondering if I should try it hot, but 2 cups of coffee is enough for me a day, so I'm not going to make it hot right now, but maybe tomorrow. Oh, and I'll tell you what, just a sneak preview. Pure maple sugar powder. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try this later in the coming week after I've finished trying the pistachio vanilla and the coconut vanilla over ice. I think tomorrow we'll do the coconut vanilla over ice. I'll talk to you then.